gratification theory is a popular approach to understanding mass communication. The theory places more focus on the consumer or audience instead of the actual message itself by asking
what people do with media.
Therefore, it assumes that members of the audience are not passive but take an active role in interpreting media into their own lives. The theory suggests that the audience is responsible for choosing the media to suit their own needs, helping them relate to the media personally. The audiences and gratification is an audience-centred theory, therefore it focuses more on the audience's needs. Elihu first introduced the uses and gratifications approach when he came up with the notion that people use the media to their own benefit. Bloomler continued to expand on this point. Katz first introduced the uses and gratifications approach when he came up with the notion that people use the media to their own benefit. Blumler continued to expand on this point. Blumler suggested that the audience uses the media to their own advantage. Whether they are killing time or using it as a social tool, each medium is unique in its own purpose.
McQuail has written several books on mass media, informing his readers of the benefits and dangers of mass communication. McQuail believes that the relations between media and society both have aspects of political, social and cultural. McQuail sees that even though we think the media is free, it isn't. The media is controlled. People are deciding what we read and what we see. However, now in the 21st century, McQuail sees us as the audience and not as passive as the media chooses to be, and realises and identifies that now in the media, people can find out whatever they want to find out.
The audience is conceived as active, i.e. an important part of mass media use is assumed to be non-orientated. Patterns of media use are shaped by more or less definite expectations of what certain kinds of content have to offer the audience.